Once you guys are seated, more than welcome to take those off. As I can see, as you guys can see, I have mine off since all this area here is closed off around me. I'm having this little bubble here to walk around. Right. We are also abiding with Coast Guard rules. Meaning you guys must remain seated unless you guys are going to go use the restroom or buy some drinks on the bar. Otherwise, please remain seated, guys. Coast Guard does not like our customers up and walk around, and they have no reason to. Alright? But on that note, I'm going to introduce you guys to your crew on board. Upstairs, we got Captain Ozzy spinning the wheel. We got Captain Heather on board. We got Captain Dom also on board. We got me, Steven, one of the crewmates. And we got the two most important people on board, Jessica and Trey, your bartenders. There you go. Seems like a few of you guys introduced yourselves there. If you haven't introduced yourself to for $300 million. Gentlemen down here in South Florida own over 30 used car dealerships. You guys might see this commercials on TV. Need a car, truck, or van. Who are you gonna call? I heard it, Mo Rooney. Yeah, Mike Rooney there, guys. $13 million home there, Mr. Mike Rooney. So my parents always tell me, hey Steven, you gotta go to school, you gotta get a degree, you gotta get a good job. You don't wanna end up being a used car salesman. Well guys, I went to that beautiful large white house there, white seawall, glass railing all the way around the property. And this property here on the left-hand side is the most expensive property sold down here in Broward County at a price of $27.4 million. Yeah, sadly I almost purchased a home, but I didn't have the .4. Yeah. Out of the entire year. Spending the rest of our time up north over there in Rhode Island and Providence. Over on the left-hand side here, where you guys see all those boats are anchored up, that's our local sandbar. That water that ranges from 4 feet to 6 inches. And all these super yachts coming in from around the world, Spain, Africa, Australia, you name it, those captains driving those yachts don't realize there's shallow water there, so they actually run those yachts aground, causing millions of dollars. Alrighty? Look guys, a crocodile. You guys see the crocodile? Look at the crocodile right there. Look at him. You see him? Right there. You guys see the crocodile? Right there. On the little statue. I got a few, guys. So maybe that little statue looks familiar. Maybe a logo on the polo. I heard it back there, Lacoste. Yes, Miss Renee Lacoste. They lived there at one point in time. As you guys know, Miss Renee Lacoste did pass away, sadly. But that little crocodile actually became a deed to the house. So until a Cat 5 hurricane comes by, that little crocodile's gonna be sitting there. Coming into view on the right-hand side there, we got that empty lot, 3 signs out back. So there used to be a $5 million house there built for a $6 million man, D Majors. As you guys know, him and Farrah Fawcett didn't have their problems, so Lee was forced to sell the home. But his house was not selling. So he asked his realtor, why is my house not selling? And the realtor told him because he had major Fawcett problems. Like I said, guys, please go visit Trey or Jessica back there. Make me a whole lot funnier for you guys. So coming into view on the left-hand side there, we got that tan house, white trim around the windows, beautiful little palm trees out back, multiple palm trees there. And that's the largest drug dealer down here in South Florida. I was actually there this morning, guys. Come on, you guys know I'm not that wacky. I see owners of Walgreens there, guys. And you guys are thinking different of me. Wow, okay. Let's see how you guys are. Over on the right-hand side there, we got that orange house, red barrel roof, striped awning, beautiful little Christmas lights out back here on the right-hand side. And this house here was built for Herbert Cole. I'm sure that name doesn't ring a bell, but maybe that last name does. He is the founder of Kohl's Department Stores. Then we here got that Kohl's Cash. Now you guys know what he's doing with your cash over there. And that empty lot next door is also his, where he's going to build up his big home, making that existing structure in his guest house. Wouldn't be too bad to be Mr. Herbert Cole's guest. They're a beautiful home there. So over on the right-hand side, that beautiful yellow house there, lit up red lights, coral seawall all the way around. This house here was built for Pamela Heising, and if you guys pay attention, like I'm going to mention that last thing quite a bit, just make sure you guys pay attention so I can give you some of that family. And this house here on the right-hand side was built for Bonnie and Whit Hudson. Family. If you believe it or not, to this day, they still own around 50% of the Miami Dolphins. So coming into view on the left-hand side, I recommend you guys take out your checkbooks. Pretty good deal on this house there. I'm going to shine it for you guys right over there. That white side, that orange house there coming into view. That house there is the mother-in-law's house. That's far away from the main home. That little greenhouse there is the dog's house. Yeah, the dog had his own little house. And the rest of that 5-home estate there was all for Mr. Wayne Huizinga. So I want you guys to look at this blue bell tower on the left-hand side, that 3-story blue bell tower. So on the top you got those bells, played over 1,000 of Wayne's favorite songs. On the second level there, you got the hot tub to enjoy a beautiful night like it is tonight. And down below there, for Mr. Wayne Huizinga used to wave to us as we pass by. Movie Cape Fear, starring Robert De Niro and Nick Nolte. Cool thing about that property there, if you guys look at all those palm trees there during the filming of that movie, they yanked out all those palm trees and put in pine trees. Reason being is because Nolte is actually under house arrest. Over on the left-hand side here, we get that cream color house there, square pool out back, no lights on right now. But that house there used to be formerly owned by the Miami Dolphins coach, Nick Saban. As you guys know, he did get a better deal in Alabama, and he no longer lives there. Over on the right-hand side, we get that white house there. Just finished about a month and a half ago. Was listed at $19.5 million, but I guess they found the extra money lying around because it did take it off the market there. Coming into view on the right-hand side, we got the white and green boat on the left, tan color house. And I want you guys to look super closely at this house here. I want you guys to look at those French doors. Everything to the left of those French doors is an 1,800 square foot kitchen. Yeah, 1,800 square foot kitchen, guys. Last night when we passed by here, we actually saw the wife with Google Maps open and she was looking for her pots and pans. Like I said, guys, please go visit Trey back there. I mean, a whole lot of fun here for you guys. So you guys are looking at me with these big eyes. You guys are probably wondering, well, man, it's expensive out here. You gotta give me a good price out here, Steven. What's affordable out here? I want to be out on the water in Fort Lauderdale. What you guys are going to be looking at there on the right-hand side, these green condominiums there with all those lights out. A studio is going to cost you $30,000. Not too bad, right? $30,000. But like I said, guys, there's always the catch and handouts back in 1970. Nowadays, you can't get a studio there for anything less than $250,000. And let's just say you got the $250,000 sitting underneath a mattress somewhere. That doesn't include the 4.5. And thank you, Mr. Jim. You guys have the beautiful surroundings here. So back around 20 years ago when Mr. Jim Noggle was not in office, there used to be nothing but boatyards and shipyards out here. There used to be quite a funky smell out here on the river. Nowadays, not so much, as you guys can see these beautiful homes out here, these beautiful skyscrapers all around us, all thanks to Mr. Jim Noggle. So you guys are probably wondering, well, what's the oldest hotel out here? You guys are going to be looking at there on the right-hand side. It's going to be that big, tall, green building there on the right-hand side. And that is the Riverside Hotel. Built back in 1935. And around 3.5 years ago, they added this extension to it here on the right-hand side, the boathouse by Riverside Hotel. So on the right-hand side, you got that pool in. Nice swimming pool there on the right-hand side. Down below, you got nice, fine dining. And then up top, you can work off all those hard-earned calories at the gym. Now, believe it or not, one of our Mr. Ronald Reagan. So if our president can stay here, guys, anyone can stay here. All is welcome. Looks like we got the water taxi there. So I want you guys to look a little bit up there on the right-hand side. It's going to be behind that water taxi. It might be a little hard to see. That white house green trimming around the windows, that is a Stranahan house. The Stranahan house is the oldest structure out here, built back in 1901. The house there was built for Frank and Ivy Stranahan. Frank was a businessman and Ivy was the first school teacher. It also served as an Indian trading post. Hence the name Jungle Queen. There used to be nothing but jungle out here, and these local Indians used to make their way up and down the river, trading there at the Stranahan House. So it seems like we got a lot of boat traffic up here in the river. Like I said, it's a beautiful night. It is tonight. That's why you guys are out here. So I want you guys to look over here on the left-hand side, and it seems like the bigger boat is not here at the moment. But I want you guys to look at that boat there on the left-hand side, the white boat, Musette. Musette does weddings. They also do divorce parties. So if you guys get married and divorced in the same year, it's a buy one, get one there at Musette on the left-hand side. It seems like I got a lot more divorced people on here than married people. Well, like I said, guys, we're a lot of crazy people out here. If you guys look at the left over right-hand side, you guys can see that brick pathway going all the way around Las Olas. You can see people walking and riding their bikes. And that brick pathway there was donated to us by Mr. Wayne Huizinga. Like I said, he gave a lot back to our community down here in Fort Lauderdale. And as you guys will see further on in my tour, there's plenty more that he gave back to us here, kind of helping shape the Fort Lauderdale city like it is today, the beautiful city we are living in.
Hey, is this the bridge you guys were coming over?
So you guys are still wondering, well, what's affordable out here? Need something affordable. Well, you guys are going to be looking at down the left-hand side, you got the New River Landers condominium. And the price here is going to start around $250,000 for a studio. All the way up to $9.5 million for that penthouse up top there at New River Landers. But you guys are probably wondering, well, where is that $250,000 here? Well, that $250,000 is going to get you the first floor right next to the dumpster. No penthouse for you guys, unless you got an Uncle Wayne there, then you might be able to afford that $9.5 million. So we are coming upon 3rd Avenue Bridge here. These bridges are on-demand bridges, so Captain Austin is calling them in. And a lot of these bridge centers are real good friends of ours. It's a family business. They've been in business for over 80 years. So on the count of 3, guys, all want you guys to say hello to Mr. Johnson, all right? So on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello, Mr. Johnson. Give him a nice big wave there, guys. Make sure you guys wave there with 5 fingers, not 1 there. You know, be nice to Mr. Johnson. Like I said, he's been in business for over 80 years.
I thought the same thing.
Nice family business there, one of our bridge centers. So you guys are still wondering, well, what's the largest hotel out here? And you guys are going to be looking at there on the left-hand side, that big, tall, white building there. Over 1,500 guests stayed there for free last night. They get 3 free meals, there's a bar in every room. They also get a free cell phone. That's our $60 million Broward County jail. I got a few of you guys there. Did I mention it's the best gated community down here? And all these boats here on the left-hand side, those white boats along that seawall there, those are just our locals turning themselves in for a free night there at our Broward County. But anyways, we have coming upon another bridge here, Andrews Avenue Bridge. Back in 2003, Andrews Avenue Bridge actually went under construction to be the fastest opening single-span bridge. Well, something went wrong with Andrews Avenue, and it is now the slowest opening bridge here in Fort Lauderdale. As you guys can see, we're going to be waiting here quite a bit until that bridge is completely open. Give everybody a nice big wave. So while we wait for this bridge to open, I'm going to point out a few things for you here, guys. So over on the left-hand side, I want you guys to look at that blue building there with a lit up red sign around it. That is the Downtowner Saloon, the oldest restaurant down here in Fort Lauderdale. Opened back up in 1925. And along that building there, you guys see that lit up hallway there. That is the Maxwell Room. And that Maxwell Room was installed during Prohibition to sneak in a drink all the way, hiding away from all local authority. So not too bad there. Over on the right-hand side, we got the open field and pavilion. And that open field and pavilion there was donated to us by Mr. Wayne Huizinga. And like I said, he gave a lot back to us here in Fort Lauderdale. As you guys can see, he gave plenty more. So we are coming upon another bridge here. Like I said, these bridge centers are our friends and they are a family business. So on the count of 3, I want you guys to say hello to Mr. Johnson, right? On the count of 3, guys. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Mr. Johnson. Give a nice big wave there, guys. Like I said, it is a family business. And this bridge center here at Andrews Avenue Bridge is the cousin back to 3rd Avenue. Like I said, guys, it is a family business down here along these bridge centers. So over on the right-hand side, we got Rivertail Restaurant there. The Rivertail Restaurant there is the newest restaurant down here in Fort Lauderdale. Opened back up in February and actually had to close 8 months later in March due to COVID. It doesn't seem like it's a busy night tonight, but on the regular night, that line will be wrapped around that building. It's highly recommended. It's rated around a 4.5. We do have a train called the Brightline train. That Brightline train does over 100 miles an hour, making a trip from Miami to West Palm Beach in about 20 minutes. I've heard by 2024 they're actually going to extend that railroad track from Miami all the way up to Disney World, making that trip in around 45 minutes. Not too bad there, instead of driving a 4.5-hour drive from Miami to Disney World. Why not just take that Brightline train down here in South Florida? So like I said, guys, on the right-hand side, that brick pathway just keeps going all the way around Las Olas. But I want you guys to look at these buildings here on the right-hand side, kind of older style buildings, and there's a reason for that. All this property here on the right-hand side is the oldest village out here in Fort Lauderdale. Those speed guidelines are put there for a reason, to make sure our little manatees are not being injured and run over by these boaters. We do have quite a few reckless boaters out here on the New River. And those cops are always making sure that everybody's following those rules. And that's going to have quite a hefty fine if they get caught running back here in this manatee zone. It's a nice little thing. So we are coming upon another bridge here. This is 7th Avenue Bridge. And like I said, guys, a lot of these bridge sims are real good friends of ours. They've been in business for over 80 years. Like I said, it is. This house here kind of looks like it doesn't belong. Looks like it belongs somewhere across the country over there in Europe, there on the right-hand side. Well, Fort Lauderdale is actually nicknamed the Venice of America. You can pretty much get anywhere out here on the water. You can go to school on the water, you can go to restaurants on the water, you can even go to jail on the water. So what else is left? So over there on the right-hand side, you guys can get a haircut on the water. If you guys look at the barber chair and the barber light. 5 slides after that. You're going to be making your way over there into the dining room. You guys must have those masks on when you guys are walking in there. Once you guys are seated, you guys are more than welcome to take those off there and have your barbecue dinner and enjoy those yummy beans over there at our island. So you guys are going to have dinner there, listen to some nice music. After dinner, you guys are going to have around 25 minutes to walk around our island. At our island there, we have a few exotic animals. We got alligators, monkeys, and exotic birds, and plenty more. We do ask you guys respect those boundaries around those animals, as a lot of these little cute pocket monkeys will take your finger off. So just make sure you guys please respect those boundaries around those animals.
20 days. He's making a list, he's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to town. Well, he knows if you are sleeping. He knows if you're awake. He knows if you're in bed or good. So be good for goodness sake. You better watch out. You better.
Videography portion of my show, many years of practice.
Shut up.
Alright guys, I'm just going to make another quick announcement about parking. Parking is going to be $7. You guys can pay for that parking there at the bar. If you guys haven't paid for parking, I highly recommend you do. We do get a discount on here on Jungle Queen. You're not going to be paying that $15 or $20 there at the Gear Mart for those holiday prices. Why not just save yourself the money and pay that $7 there at the bar? Like I said, guys, you don't need that first ticket at the moment. You will need it later to leave that gate over there at the Gear Mart. And I'll go over that one more time and explain it to you guys a little bit further up the river.